Hi folks, something a bit different in your feed this week. Instead of an episode of The Tip-Off, treat yourself to a clip from the new podcast, The Immaculate Deception. From Something Else, this gripping new series tells the true and shocking story of a fertility doctor who used his own sperm to inseminate his patients without them knowing. Presented by the fantastic Jenny Kleeman, the 9-part series tells the story of fertility doctor Jan Karbaat, who had an amazing track record of helping his patients get pregnant. But the truth of how they became pregnant is a dark and twisted one. I'm loving this series so far, and there are new episodes coming out all the time. So take a listen to this clip from the show, as Jenny sets out to uncover just how deep the deception goes.
Something else.
Let me introduce you to a new series from Something Else. I'm Jenny Kleeman. I'm a journalist, and for the past few months, I've been trying to find out exactly what happened in the clinic of the renowned Dutch fertility doctor, Jan Karbaat. After his clinic's doors closed for good, there were whispers that some of his patients had been given a kind of help that they didn't ask for. As the babies conceived there became adults, they began to ask questions about where they came from and what happened to their mothers at the clinic. The Immaculate Deception is the story of a doctor who was determined to create life by any means possible. You're about to hear a preview of The Immaculate Deception, but before that, make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening now. In 2017, Joey Hoofdman and Marsha Elvers both received life-changing news. First, we'll hear from Joey, who found out that he had been conceived at the doctor's clinic.
I knew that there was something wrong.
Joey was reading the headlines about the clinic. He'd seen that it was closed down in 2008. He'd learned about the rumours, the complaints and suspicions about what went on inside it.
I was quite emotional, stressed, and I tried to call my mom for a couple of times, but she did not answer the phone.
And there, among the news reports, Joey saw a photo of the doctor who ran the clinic, Dr. Jan Karbaat.
I knew this is something really absurd, but I can't see his face. I see myself in it.
The narrow face, smile lines, those unmistakable teeth.
I had the same smile, the same look in the eyes. So I sent a picture to friends and I did not say anything. And then they say, "Is that you, Joey?"
He was the living image of the doctor. Meanwhile, Marsha got a call from an unknown number.
I was at work, and when I drove home from work, it's like a 10-minute drive, so it's nothing. I missed a call.
It was from a social worker at FIOM, the Dutch organisation that helps adopted and donor children find their biological families. Marsha's DNA had been in its database ever since that TV show.
So I went in, and my mother is always, this was on a Monday, because my mother is always watching my children on a Monday. And then my telephone would ring, and I told my mother, well, I don't want to answer this call in front of the children. I'm going to go outside to have a more quiet conversation. And I answered the telephone, and there was this really nice social worker from FIOM, and she said, well, I have some news, and I actually have 2 kinds of news. Okay, well, tell me. Well, first of all, we found 18 of your half-brothers and sisters. So I was, wow, 18. Oh, that's a lot. And wow, amazing. She said, well, yeah, I have to tell you something else, because I think we know who the donor is. And then I was already a little bit shocked, because it's really weird that they would find your donor. And she said, well, yeah, we're quite positive, like 99% sure that it's Dr. Karbaat himself. I thought, oh my, I have to sit for a minute. Yeah.
That was The Immaculate Deception, a new 9-part series from Somethin Else. Search for The Immaculate Deception wherever you listen to your podcasts.
The Immaculate Deception is out now. To listen to the show, just search for The Immaculate Deception in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. We'll be having a little break here at the tip-off, but more episodes will be coming out soon, so make sure you're subscribed.